It's the NFL on EA Sports as we get set for a Super Bowl 48 rematch. It's the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
From the picturesque Pacific Northwest and the city of Seattle, welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen up here in the booth. And Greg, this is one of those games that running backs do.
15 years ago, this would have been the norm on any given weekend, but we're seeing the game trend to more of a pass-rely running backs for anybody that loves old school.
Matt Prater, been around a long time, will get us started here. And off we go from Lumen Field. Washington now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. Back.
He has to be smart with his decision-making. The last thing you want to do is give the opposing team an extra possession solely because you got reckless with the ball. As long as he is calculated with those risks, I think they have a good chance today coming out on top.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On play action, here's Jackson. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. A throw on the move is caught. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. Crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 2. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Catch made right side by Thomas. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. On On the move, past the 40. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
It's first down, and they'll run. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Got a man downfield, it's Thomas. They pick up 17 through the air. Good for a Denver first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
And he'll take this down to about the 7. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll run on 2nd down. And he's going to lose yardage. How about the defense standing up in the red zone? They'll mark it at the 10.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That one, take it in. Touchdown, Denver.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass, results in the touchdown pass. But really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Broncos will take a 7-0 lead. So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Handoff here, up the middle, and he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. And he will score. Touchdown, Seahawks.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it. And the Seahawks will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Broncos offense ready for their 2nd possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. His drive will start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Well, that right there, Mike, is your once-a-game reminder of just the importance of short tackling. This run never gets anywhere near where it ends up if that initial hit was stronger and he was able to take him down.
They'll go with a counter on 1st down, and he'll get forward to about the 42. Kenny Moore there to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. 18 yards on the connection. 1st down, Broncos.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get in their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Here comes the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of that, they get him down behind the line. Third down, 3 to go. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but yield and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6.
Raiders' kick is good. And the Broncos will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So, Prater now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. Washington now to return it. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Throwing Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
A run now on 2nd down. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Broncos offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
Now a give on the ground, and that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Third down and 9. Now, faking the give. He'll try and get there on the ground. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass, nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now this time they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They could not hook up on what will be the final play of this first quarter. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Back to throw. Taking off. He'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
The Seahawks offense ready for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. Quick throw here is complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. Back to throw, Jackson. Now he takes off. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
Here's 1st and 10. He'll try the right side this time. Room to run inside the 40. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
Well, that's a heck of a 1-2 punch right there, and that's something that every offense stresses. the ability to be equally effective run and pass on any given snap. They follow up the successful pass play with a big explosive run.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw. That is caught, back corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
The extra point is up and through. And the Seahawks are on top. It's 14-10. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Broncos offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw, taken in, and that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll look to throw. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
The defense is going to have to come up with a plan for this quarterback using his legs, Mike, or it's going to be a long day. They knew coming in he was a threat, but I'm not sure they thought he would be this effective this early.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
The best running backs, Mike, they have a really good balance between executing the play that's designed, but then every so often they just have to trust their instincts, and sometimes that's the best plays. That's where the big home run shots come from, and when you have a talented back, you want to give them that freedom.
Now they'll set up to throw. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll drop this one down to the fullback. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. This one complete right side. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So Prater now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. On play action, here's Jackson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Pretty obvious this defense needed that play. The entire game from the jump, Mike, it just seems like the quarterback has been way too comfortable playing from the pocket. He's got himself 2 passing touchdowns here already. They got to continue to make him feel this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Off the play fake, Jackson. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd, and now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
3rd and long for Jackson. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Here's their punter now, as he's standing right around his own goal line. And no return on this one. Fair catch signaled for and taken. The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. He'll drop to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Got a man downfield, it's Thomas. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. In motion comes Thomas. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Two minutes to play in a tight 1-point game in this first half. We're back to Seattle after this. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. To the pylon, he's in. Touchdown, Broncos. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Now Prater to tack on the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Broncos will open up a 6-point lead. So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Washington now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Seahawks offense headed back to take over once more. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. He'll try to hit him with a screen. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Checking it down, this one is caught, and he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Play action now. Jackson. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Going up top. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
He'll try to run for it. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A huge play just before the half. 36 yards.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on 3rd down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the 1st down and some.
A 1st down throw for Jackson. And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
After the loss of 3, 2nd and 13. Jackson. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. The Seahawks going to bring their kicker out and try a field goal. This one from 47 yards out. His kick is good. And the Seahawks will cut the lead from 6 down to 3.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense and their running back set to go once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. First and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Catch made right side by Thomas. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Now, off, running right. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Quick throw here is complete. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. From out of the gun, he'll throw. A quick slant into the hands of Thomas. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. Back to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. 38 yards.
These wide outside the number throws, this is where a quarterback really gets to show off his arm strength and arm talent. This puts a ton of pressure on the defense because now they say, all right, we have to defend every single blade of grass.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Prater on to attempt the extra point. It's up and through. And the Broncos will extend this third quarter lead. So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Washington now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to take over once again. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Jackson now to throw on first down. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
In what's clearly become a passing league, Mike, if you're not actively rushing the passer, you have to be able to hold up in coverage, and that's especially true at the linebacker position. Great job here getting in those passing lanes and being able to break up that ball.
Now, faking the give. He runs with it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 25 yards, the pickup there. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of a defense, and we saw it again here.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
The challenge of playing a running back like this is you feel like you have him under control. You're doing a nice job putting a lid on him, and then all of a sudden, he's got a big spark play like this. That's the challenge. These guys are just so talented. You can only keep them down so long. That was a really nice run.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Up the middle they go. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down.
The sideline erupted. They thought that was an easy 6, but instead, it was nothing but disappointment. I mean, that is a gut-wrenching missed opportunity for the offense, and he has his head down just in disbelief.
Good snap, good hold, good kick. And the Seahawks are able to get it back within a score.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. Open man, left side, he's got it. 12 yards. On that hookup. Good for a Denver 1st down.
That is such a critical area on the field, Mike, between the hash marks and the numbers. Everyone wants to control the middle of the field. Every offense is targeting it. So what does the defense do? They really pack it. So for a quarterback to be able to put this ball out on the perimeter, it just really stresses these defenses, especially in their coverages.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a 1st down. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it all day.
Flags come in. Looks like there was movement on the right side of the O-line. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Got a man, it's Thomas. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
In motion comes Thomas. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Now Prater to tack on the extra point. It's up and good. And the Broncos are going to extend their lead. So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Now return, coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. This drive will start on the ground, and he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Jackson. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Seems like the quarterback was a little predetermined in his read. I think he decided even before seeing the coverage where that ball was going. Next time, read the coverage. Let the play unfold. Don't force something that's not there.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the 1st down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. A handoff as they try to run it here. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Looks like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down. Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. Quick, taken in. They face 2nd down and 7. On play action, here's Jackson. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Jackson up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on downs. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock, and without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Here's a 2nd and 9. look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
He'll try and get there on the ground. A big-time play for the Broncos. 39 yards.
This is the point in the game, Mike, where on third down, you have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the first down with his legs, and they're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
In motion comes Thomas. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up second and goal. From a little closer, here's second and goal. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
They'll run. Oh, making defenders look silly out there on his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Prater on to attempt the extra point. He's got it. And the Broncos will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Washington now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Seahawks offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an intersection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield. Realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
And that ball incomplete over the middle.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete, but as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on 3rd down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the first down.
A first down throw for Jackson. He'll get that one complete to Rice. Gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Jackson. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
Again, it's Jackson. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Jackson looking to throw. He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to be taken down, but not until he reaches the 20-yard line.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Checking it down, this one is caught. And it'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. In this example here, why?
2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They've converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3. Try to pick this one up on the ground. Looking for room out on the edge. Not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. Now Jackson. That's taken in. It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on 4th down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
A design run here with Jackson. And he's going the wrong way. Dropped back at the 7.
And you could tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
What once looked like a promising drive has suddenly hit a little bit of a roadblock here, Mike. They're in scoring position, yes, but now on 3rd and goal following that 2nd down sack, this defense has a shot to come away, only giving up 3.
They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson. Now he takes off. A 2nd effort, and he is in. Touchdown, Seahawks. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The kicking team off for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Seahawks are able to cut into the deficit. Even with 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, they're going to try an onside kick. And it is out there, and they'll send this one away. But he'll gather it back in.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now they'll run. It's a counter. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now a give up the middle, and this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 2-possession game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Throwing Jackson. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Now, Jackson. That's complete to Rice. They get 14 on that hookup. 1st down, Seattle.
Flooding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. To the air one more time with Jackson. He'll check this down to the running back. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable.
And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive, but now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
And the Seahawks with another big moment. They'll try to add the 2-point conversion here. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
With 1 timeout remaining, all they can really do here is try to recover an onside kick.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick. Not much of a chance.
The Broncos offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. Set to go now on 1st and 10. One final kneel down here inside the 40-second mark should be enough to put this one on ice. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.